What's the plan?
We're going out to hunt.
Felody and
And we
Roedeer.
can actually shoot everything. If we see something, we shoot. That's the plan.
Oh, we need some stuff.
That's
for cooking.
that's how we hunt here.
I'm Jeppe. For me, hunting is about more than just the meat. It's about sharing the wild and the stories that comes with it. This is my friend Dmitrijs.
Fucking seaweed.
He's a skilled fisherman and a trained chef. Together, we hunt, fish, gather and cook.
I think we should get going.
Yeah, let's do that.
Need to bring this.
We saw our first Roedeer, but I don't know if it's a road buck. And therefore, there's no point in taking this shot. Well, we saw our first animal. That's 100 meters into that's 100 meters into the forest. That's good odds. Yeah. And then it was too short. Was it a buck? Yeah, it was a buck, right? It was a male. Yeah. All right, so we just saw a Roedeer, like 40 meters, 30 meters. He tells me to be quiet and drop my fucking shooting right. You're gonna get a slap next time you do it. Okay, that's a deal. Yeah. I'll buy it around. Okay. Use your sight before you walk. Yeah. And try to figure out where the wind is coming from. Yes. It's not too much wind. I think it's like circulating wind, so I'm not sure it's gonna be hard. But yeah, just make sure you look really good before you walk, guys. Okay. I just wanna walk you up to the corner here and then show you where the tower is. And then you can walk by yourself, okay? Yes, sir. So you have that tower. Yeah. That tower. The neighbor is on that side of the field. Yeah. You can just see the white. Yeah, like with the trees. Yeah, exactly. So, but you have like 200 meters out. Okay. I'm gonna be all the way back there, so you have like 360. Okay. Amazing. If it was me, depending on the wind, I would try to go out here. Yeah. Follow this tree line, and then follow the tree line down, and go in from the then in. Yeah. Okay. But depending on the wind, but you can find out when you're out in the free. See you. So, we just arrived at this beautiful tower in the middle of the field. The wind is coming from my right, which could become a problem. I think I have 120 meters, let's see. It says 150 meters for this shot. I'm good with that shot. So, if a deer comes to this field, an illegal deer anyways, I will hopefully harvest it for Dmitrijs later in the kitchen. Jeg rejser mig op. Det er sgu da lidt. Der kommer op. Kan du se den? Ja. Der er sgu et rådyr, jeg skyder den. Er du klar?
Got this beautiful little roe lamb. It's laying just over here. We're gonna just take the guts out and whatnot, clean it up a bit. Then we have about a kilometer or so walk back home to the spot where Dmitrijs is. Yeah, let's just see. It should be. I can see it from here. And on the butt, as you can see in this one, there's gonna be like a skirt. So this is the skirt. If I have a skirt like that, it's a female, and then it's legal to shoot. Size comparison to me, it's just to my knees. I'm very happy with today. It couldn't have been better, really. Fell in the shot. We saw some more deers. What a beautiful day. Let's go home and have something good to eat. I know Dmitry is waiting for us. We're gonna cook this up. I don't know how yet, but I'm sure he's got something cool planned. So let's get going.
We are making some kind of steak Roedeer sandwiches today. So I'm going to start off with the onions. We're just going to chop those not too fine, not too rough, just into little slithers so we can start cooking them down in a pot and get them nice and caramelized. Still got the beautiful cocotte from Morsu. It's sort of a 4-liter pan. You can use any pan. You can tell it's nice and hot, so we just bang a little bit of oil in and we follow that in with the onions. Little pinch of salt, and we can leave that there to just sweat down nice and gentle. We can start cleaning up the meat. Very simple. You can always see the silver skin, especially on a fillet. It's really easy to see. There's always just the one running from one end to the other. But taking the sinew out, you just want to pop the knife under, and facing the blade upwards, you just keep it moving along the sinew. Comes off. Should be a little bit cleaner than this, but I think it'll do for today. And the same goes for the other side. It's effectively filleting a fish, but not fish. That's it, onions ready. Quick but snappy. Now we can just make sure that the fire is where we want it to be, because the last thing left to cook is a little toast of the bread, which we can do right at the end, and just the cooking of the loins. You don't want to pour the oil directly on the fire because it will just light up. Maybe don't touch the grill either, that's pretty hot, but as long as you're being nice and careful, everything is possible. Just gonna pre-slice some bread here. I'm just gonna leave one nice hinge on the side. With the cheese, I'm gonna go nice and thin, or as thin as possible with a knife, just so that we have it there and it's going to get nice and a little melty, something that's going to help bind the meat and the onions to one another as well. I've had all of it resting in here together, and actually I'm just going to do a little quick generous sprinkling of the spices. I'm going to flip everything and allow that just to kind of work its magic, and then now I can take care of the last few things, like toasting the bread and getting the cheese melted as well. So just toasting up the bread there, get it nice and warm. And we're just gonna start with a little spoonful of the mustard mayonnaise. And then for slicing this one, I'm just gonna work with what I have. So I'm actually gonna slice it a little against the grain on a little axis, little diagonal. Couple bits of this, couple bits of that, and I'm slicing it hot. It's not a restaurant, A, and B is there's no reason to be eating cold meat, especially when the juices are only going to season this delicious sandwich. I know cheese isn't a popular choice with venison, but in this case, I think it's going to be delicious. We just left the onions on the fire in a little bowl to warm through so that we get everything to the prime temperature. Then you just have the sweet onions to go on top, and to finish off a little bit of sauerkraut, and that's just gonna add a little bit of acidity just to counterbalance all of the spices, the fat that's coming from the cheese, the onions. I'll just seal that up. Gonna be using my hands a little bit. That's okay. We have one for the camera and one for a little immediate taste. It's definitely not a date sandwich. Delicious. Really tender. Everything's warm. Good bit of acidity. The little bit of freshness from the lettuce. It's a great sandwich. Tack. Fuck me, man.